There's so many reasons why you should be investing in boutique hotels, especially right now. And in this video, I'm going to show you why. Hey guys, I'm Blake Daly, and today I'm at my 130 unit boutique hotel and resort in the Great Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. And I'm here with some of the other general partners on the deal, and we're gonna talk to you about how we took it down and why boutique hotel investing is so great right now, and how you should be thinking about bringing on more investors to take down bigger deals like this. So I mentioned some of the other general partners on this deal. With a big commercial deal like this, it takes a team. So like I wouldn't have been able to take down a deal like this by myself, nor would I really want to, because it's a lot of work, and helping spread around some of that workload is really beneficial so you can focus on what you're good at. And with a bigger commercial deal like this, there are really 4 key areas. I got my 4 little gloves here about taking down a big deal. So one is finding the deal, right? You first got to find the good deal, and you have to underwrite the deal, you have to manage it, and then find the money to take the deal down. So those are the 4 big pieces that you have to nail to knock down a commercial deal. And the important thing is, these are things that have to be done. So it's either hats that you wear all yourself, or you can spread that out with the other partners to focus on what you're good at. So with finding the deal, I'm the boutique hotel guy, right? So I found the deal, and it actually came through my network in a Facebook group for military vets and service member real estate investors. Somebody tagged me and I was like, ooh, I really like that, and then dug deeper. So I found it, pursued it, and then when it comes to underwriting, I did the initial underwriting, found that it was a really good deal, and then that's when I started to put the structure to it, you know, our raise structure, how we do the GP LP split, and bring in investors, and then started to bring those guys in to get, you know, their insight, their feedback, check my work, and make sure the numbers actually look good. And then with managing the deal, so we had the PropCo-OpCo structure, and we are partnered in the PropCo, or the property company, and then the OpCo, my management company, is the one that manages it. So I'm leading that team and running the day-to-day operations. They're, you know, providing insight where needed or asking questions because they have the real estate experience too, but I'm really focusing on that part. So where our partnership overlap really comes in is in the asset management and making the big decisions for the property and the strategy as a whole, and then the capital raise with bringing the funds in that we needed to close this deal, bringing in our investors, and providing the strategic oversight in the investor relations for that side of the deal. So at scale, each one of these things becomes a function of your business, right? So finding the deals, the property and the asset management, raising the capital and the investor relations, and your underwriting. So it becomes really important to align yourself with the right people that you trust, and vice versa, so that you can go farther together. So we're gonna bring Kurt, Dave, and Logan in, the other GPs on the deal, to talk about why they like boutique hotels, and this one specifically, and then how we structured the deal with the PropCo-OpCo structure, bringing in our investors, and the benefits for both sides, us and the investors. All right, so here's the team all together. We got Mr. David Pere, the true military to millionaire. Kurt Marker, who actually me and Dave connected, or Kurt and I connected through Dave, and then Logan Bash down here. Not spelled like it sounds, but a good buddy down from the Panhandle of Florida, known each other for a long time. But all of us brought something different to this deal, so I wanted to get us all together, kind of talk about how those pieces fit together, and then show like how a deal of this scale comes together with that team combination.
So Blake and I met first back in 2019 at Flip Hacking Live, and then both been in the War Room Mastermind group for the last like 3 or 4 years now. And so over this time, I've gotten to know him along his journey into boutique hotels, and really enjoyed what I'm seeing. And then in that time, I've also purchased a 40-unit hotel myself, and so I've gotten to be involved in the business, and I've gotten familiar with some of the benefits. And so some of the reasons that I like boutique hotels so much are, I love Airbnb and short-term rentals, and they are getting a lot of regulation, and there's a lot of issues with that, whereas a hotel is not going to get those regulations. They're not going to have those issues. They're a full-blown commercial business, and you're allowed to do everything that you would want to do with an Airbnb, but then you get all the perks of scalability, like when you buy a multifamily apartment complex and you get one roof for 100 doors instead of 100 roofs for 100 doors. And so economies of scale, Airbnb, income potential, minimal regulations, and all of the other benefits that come with this make it one of my favorite, if not currently my favorite asset class to invest in. And then you can find ways to do it just like a syndication, where it's a completely passive. It is truly the most passive form of investment you can find as a real estate investor, because let's be real, most real estate investments are not passive at all. And this allows you to invest and get all of those benefits, including the tax write-offs, without having to be hands-on with the property, deal with a property manager or anything else. And so it's just the best of all worlds, in my opinion, coming together on an asset class that currently, after pandemic the last couple of years, is often underpriced because they struggled and they're coming back up. Whereas the rest of the market might be at the market peak, and here you might still, in fact we did, get a discount. In fact, the hotel right down the road just got listed for more than we paid for this, with less than half the doors, and it's not in better shape. My role in this deal primarily comes as capital raising between the money that I was able to raise through my network and one of the other GPs that I was able to bring into the deal. That being said, it's actually going to be a lot more involved now that we've purchased the hotel. So I'm going to be helping with like the Google business page, some of the marketing strategy, a little bit of the operations, just kind of from a strategic standpoint. I'm not necessarily the best at managing the operations side, but having owned a hotel, I've seen a lot of the things that we did to improve that. And then I really love the meat and potatoes of like Google business page, Google ads, marketing, and social media. And so I'm going to help expand the revenue that way.
So the reason I really enjoy investing in boutique hotels is it's really passive income for me. And what that means is I operate an entire other business, and then I can partner with someone like Blake who can do all the operations, and it's a lot more economies of scale than I would get from owning an Airbnb and having to wake up at 2 in the morning to a tenant calling, where you get the solid passive investment, and it's a little bit different of an asset class than like apartments and self-storage and some of these other ones that are really competitive. So I got into this deal through Blake, known him for years. I met him at an investor meetup and we've become really good friends. And we've done multiple deals together at this point. And when you're working with an operator like him and a go-getter that you know can get a project done, that's who you want to partner with. Me, owning my own business and not having enough time and energy to put into a big project like this, when you have an operator like Blake that you can trust, I'm just going in for the tax benefits and for the passive income. Those are the reasons, as a business owner, you should invest in projects like this, and you want to make sure it's with operators like Blake. Boutique hotel investing for me makes a lot more sense than owning a little onesie twosie rental here and there, because of that economies of scale. If you can get a bigger pie, even if it's a smaller slice of that pie, it's going to end up making more sense than going and buying one short-term rental. I have a few vacation rentals, and the headaches there as compared to what I'm doing when I'm in this 130 unit project, it doesn't even compare. So it's way better for me, less time and energy, and makes way more sense.
All right, why I like investing in boutique hotels is because we can buy a hotel like this, 130 units, all in one location. So you get the economies of scale. We can hire a staff to do all the work that we don't want to do. I like this asset class over other asset classes like multifamily. In hotels, we can change our average daily rate every day compared to other hotels in the area or the season. Whereas multifamily, you typically only raise rents once per year. So you're stuck with that revenue. How this deal came together was I heard Blake on one of my friends' podcasts. I was really impressed with his knowledge in the short-term rental, as well as he had experience in 5 other hotels. He was friends with my buddy Dave. He introduced us, we hopped on a Zoom call, and I really liked what I heard. That's what made me want to invest in this hotel deal. And I really liked this deal. Blake did a great job of underwriting, and because I have a lot of experience in other asset classes, I felt really good about this deal and his plan to implement a full rehab on this project, increasing the value and increasing the average daily rate. I felt very comfortable investing a lot of my own capital, as well as bringing in family and friends that have been asking to invest alongside me. I'm very confident in this hotel, so it was an easy sell and an easy investment from myself. Operating a large hotel like this takes a large team. I am not an expert operator at a hotel. That's why I partner with a guy like Blake who operates the hotel, and that is what he is very good at. I'm looking for passive income and a passive return so I can focus on my other businesses. If you're looking for passive investments to grow your wealth and you don't want to operate and deal with the headaches, reach out to me. Come join us on our next investment.
All right, so that's how all the pieces came to be to make this deal happen, from how the GPs combine our experience and our skill sets, different investor bases, all these unique aspects that we can bring together to help turn this deal around and really drive the maximum value for us and our investors. And if you guys are hearing that stuff, you know, as we talk about, you know, the returns and, you know, how it's a really great passive investment in this asset class specifically, you know, reach out. I would love to help you guys with that and get you in future deals, because it's great tax benefits, great forced appreciation, and great cash flow compared to other assets. And you get all that without the management included in it. So you can either reach out to me directly, or you can go to blakedaily.com/invest to find out more, to get in on our future deals and stay updated with how this deal is going and to see our future opportunities. All right, so there you guys have it. I wanted to give you a realistic look of what it looks like to take down a big deal like this. And it doesn't have to be 130 units and $7 million like this one is, because when you scale into the commercial side of Airbnb investing, there's those big things, those big pieces that we talked about that have to fall in place in order to take this deal down. And you know, that's why you bring on partners and bring on investors, so you can go further and farther together than you could on your own. If you're scaling into the boutique hotel space, it's probably because you're chasing financial freedom, and true financial freedom, where you can have a business that runs itself. And for me, I'll take a smaller piece of that much bigger pie every day. So hope you guys like that, and follow along as we kind of detail the project as it progresses and we start the renovation and all that stuff. So follow along, and I'll see you on the next one.